Hi, and welcome to this episode of Victory Talk with Latasha White. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for spending just a few moments of your time to hopefully gather a few nuggets to help you lead your life just a little bit better. That's what we're here for, right? And so what I want to bring to you is the preparation for the fourth quarter of the year. So now we've got 3 months left. And what are we going to do with those 3 months? What do we want those 3 months to look like? And so what I don't want you to do, number one, is get so tied into what you think it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to finish, and all of those things without checking in with your source. For me, it's God, to see if it's really the lane that you're supposed to be in, because we can get a whole lot of ideas because of those shiny objects that we see. We see everybody else doing this, that, and the other thing and think that, oh yes, it's for me too. But no, sis, it's for them. That's why they're doing it. So check in with you to see what is for you and then get to those fourth quarter goals and things. And so go back over what are the goals that you set for this year, like from January, first quarter through third quarter. What were those goals that you had set? What were the things that you wrote down? What were the things that you put on your vision board? What are the things that are on your lists? If you go back to your weekly list even, so like every Sunday, I tell you guys, calendar your week out. What should it look like? Who are you called to serve? How are you called to serve them? What are the time blocks in your calendar? Go back to all of those things. See if you've spent your time in the ways that you had planned to. See if the things that you had set out to do have gotten accomplished. If not, evaluate why not. Because sometimes it's just that we didn't do it. Other times that there were real life roadblocks that got in the way. Reevaluate if that thing is really still for you to do or not. And those are the things that I want you to go back and look at. Like you have to look backward just a little bit. We're not supposed to spend a whole lot of time in the rearview mirror, but you've got to look back just a little bit, glancing back to go forward. So just like when you're driving a car, you got to glance back to make sure there's not a roadblock in your way for you to go forward. There's not another car moving over here before you can get over. And so what is your glance back looking like? What is the glance back showing you from the list that you've had for the list maybe that you didn't make? Why didn't you make the list? Did you accomplish those things even though you didn't set a plan? What came to you that you weren't looking for that now is yours to do? All of those things are things to really sit with and think about introspectively so that you can carry those out externally, right? And so who, what, how, all of those things. And likely, you've got to make space in your calendar to do it. Because life is rolling, right? Things are moving, things are shaking. You've got all these things to do. And when am I supposed to reevaluate what I'm supposed to do next? Well, what are you doing if you don't? That's what you have to think about. If you're just going. If you don't have people who are surrounding you, checking your blind spots, saying, hey, did you see this? Did you catch that? What about this? Are we doing that? Like, maybe you're not going to slow yourself down, but maybe there's other people around you who can help you do that, who can help you reevaluate those things. If not, you've got to do it for yourself. However you spin it, it's got to get done. And so these last 3 months of the year, the last quarter, October, November, December, is right here. What are you doing with it? And why are you doing it? And who are you doing it with and for? Those are the questions that you have to answer for yourself to make sure that you're carrying things out in the way that you're called to do it. If this is all foreign to you, if this is new news to you, if you're like, I heard you say that last year, I heard you say it the year before, heard you say it the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that, because now it's probably the 6th or 7th year that you've heard me either say it or write it in one way or the other, because it's something that I've had to do every single year in one form or the other to make sure that I'm carrying out the things that I'm called to carry out. It is not rocket science. It is not new news. But if it is to you, you probably need a thinking partner. You probably need somebody to walk alongside you to help you figure out what that's really supposed to look like. Because if you're not used to hitting reset, to recalibrate, to be able to move forward, then you need somebody to walk alongside you. I always say, I would love for that to be me. I am here for you. I'm here to help you. But if I'm not the person, then find a person. Like, you have to have a person. How else are you going to get that other 180 in the back caught because you can't see it for yourself. Your head doesn't do a 360. Your head does a 180 for the front part. Who's got the 180 in the back? Those are all things to think about. Those are all things that I want you to tangibly, physically write down, do, and execute. Why do I want you to do it? Because I don't want you just sitting here and not walking out the things that you're called to do. I want you being the most full expression of your purpose that you're called to be. That is what my purpose is, to help you be the most full expression of yours. So how are we going to do that? info@LatashaWhite.com. Email me, say, hey, I saw Victory Talk. I heard you talking about setting myself up for success for fourth quarter. How do I do that? I don't know how to really go back and reevaluate what has happened, because I really don't know what happened this year. Like, it's been a whole lot of crazy and I don't know what to do next. That's what I'm here for. That is what I'm here for, to be a thinking partner right alongside you to help you get to your next. So don't delay. Don't think about it twice. Emails are free. If you're not going to pick up the free, how are you ever going to pick up the investment to be better? So thank you again for tuning in, and I will see you for the next episode of Victory Talk with Latasha White. But until we do speak, remember to lead with love, on purpose, with purpose.